Welcome everybody, it's Crazy Sammy. We're back at you with some modded Minecraft on xBcrafted's patron server. We're playing Project Ozone Lite. We're going to start off the day showing you guys a few little upgrades that I made. As we finished the episode last time, we installed the gas burning generator over here. And during a live stream that I actually did, we installed the capacitor bank. We also made some supremium armor. And the capacitor bank here, it holds 4 billion RF. So yeah, we're going to be looking at some different power gen things, because these three gas burning generators, which this system here does support. As you can see, I also installed some gas tanks just so that way there, if anything happens, we've got plenty of fuel. Everything's burning right here. It's going great. See, they're all working. Everything's keeping up just nice. We got 256 buckets of ethylene. We got another 256 buckets right there. And then what's ever in the generator there. So yeah, so everything's going good. As you can see, I got a lot of wheat and a lot of seeds. And I did bring over our sag mill for bone. And for the first while, I went ahead and started up 2 other fields, because with that generator just being so dry and just starting out, this one field here just was not keeping up. And our inferium crops are doing good. But today, we're actually going to do it. I've done a little pre-set up. Ignore those things off in the distance. You'll see one right there. We'll explain what those are. We went ahead and I built a couple more floors. We do have it working. We are going to get digital storage today. That is the goal. This here is going to make our lives so much nicer. And I've got everything laid out up here that we need to make to get it going. So the first thing we're going to come do, we're going to come over here. We're going to find our disk drives, which are right here. We're going to go ahead and make 7 of these little guys. Right like that. We're going to come over here. We're going to, as you can tell, those were just some processors and some iron ingots with the Fluix cable there. The Fluix cables, just a quick reminder, just Fluix crystal or pure Fluix crystal and the quartz fiber. And the quartz fiber is just some glass blocks, some crushed up Certus quartz dust, and some more glass blocks. And then you guys will remember, we got these here from Quest Rewards. And I said those will be so nice here. And they are going to be so nice. So we'll just go ahead and get our discs. Wow, that's a lot. So we'll go ahead. Now, one thing about AE2 storage is it says it can hold 64,000 items, which it can. Actually, 65,536 items. But it can only hold 64 types. So that means it can hold 1,000 of each item, but it can only hold 64 types. So that means if you stick one item or 64 different items in there, but only one of each, you've got all that space left over to use, but that disk is full for anything else. You can't put, like, say, we tried to put our unbreaking wand in it. It won't take it. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to come up here and we're going to start making ourselves, we're going to need some terminals. And Applied Energetics has a crafting terminal, interface terminal, which we'll get into with the automated crafting. It's got a pattern terminal, which we'll get in with automated crafting. And it's just got a regular terminal. The regular terminal you use to make all these. See, crafting terminal there, pattern terminal. Illuminated terminal interface will give us our interface terminal, and then crafting terminal. So we just go down the line here, Then we need to make ourselves 2 annihilation cores, which are just a pure Certus nether quartz crystal, some fluix dust, and a logic processor. Then we go over here, we need a formation core, which is just a Certus crystal, fluix dust, and another logic processor. And each one of those crafts give us 2. Then we bring those up here, we drop our illuminated panel in there, and we get our terminal. Then we just come over here, we bring the terminal over here, put a calculation processor in there, and a crafting table, and we get our crafting terminal. So we're going to bring that. Now something else you're going to see that we're going to need is we're going to need a couple different kinds of cable. There's covered cable, which is just an insulated cable. It's no real different than this cable here. But smart cable carries power and information. Some machines need power and some machines need information. Like the inscribers down here. They just need power. So that's why we went ahead and used the smart cable on them. And we would be good to go. Now on the back side here, you see these here, which I'll show you guys here in just a little bit what these are for. But these here could just use the cable, and it would be good. It'd work just fine. So we got to decide where we're going to put our crafting table. Now I've got an idea that I think what we're going to do is we're just going to go right up here. And we're going to go right up the middle. Oh, what was that? That's one bad thing about having a full inventory. There's a crafting table. Because I could have swore, yep. Oh, that's right. We'll have to move that. One thing I forgot to tell you guys that I did end up making was an aversion obelisk. Remember how we got sick and tired of all those endermen around us? Well, yeah, they're not going to be bothering us too much longer, because we're just going to say, oh, yep, we'll get that stuff picked up here in just a second, but we're going to plat this right back like that. We're going to take some of our, we'll just go ahead and do dense cable, because that way there it'll give us a spot to grab points off of. Now in applied energetics, they do things by channels. Each item that you hook up takes 1 channel. Dense cable will handle 32 channels, where regular cable, smart cable and all that stuff will handle only 8 channels. So you can actually put 4 fully loaded regular cables into this, and it'll run down just like a main trunk. So we'll just go ahead and go down here. We're going to get some of the stuff out of our inventory. We're going to set up our disk drives right here. We've got 7 of those. We'll go down 1 more flight. This down here is going to be our server room. So we'll just go like this. Put that, not like that. I thought that was the disk drive. Click. Go like that. There we go. And now we can just start putting our discs in. We'll be making some more discs here. Yeah, they're kind of, each one takes 10, so we've got a lot. We're going to go up and we're going to make some smart cable, because we do need some more smart cable. And then we're going to go ahead and get this hooked up. There we go. Smart cable's right there. All we need is really 1 piece for this. We'll go down here just like this. Okay, everyone, we're back here. As you can see, we got our channel hooked up, And as you can see, we see a lot of stuff in there. And that's because what I did was I also went ahead and crafted us some of these storage buses. Which, to make the storage buses, all we need to do is need to make ourselves an ME interface, which is just some of those formation cores and annihilation cores, 4 iron ingots, and 2 pieces of glass, and we get our interface. Then to make the storage bus, it's just a sticky piston, a regular piston, and an interface. So we come over here and we just slap them. Literally, I slapped them on each one right on the drawer controller, and it recognizes it and it reads everything in the drawer. I slapped one down over here, so it's reading all of our stuff here. And then I slapped one down at our mob farm. So it's reading all this stuff over here too. So, you know, we're in a good spot here on everything that's going on. So yeah, so it's all hooked up. Now what we need to do is we need to get all these chests here into the AE system, which we can do very easily. All we need to do is make an import bus. Now the thing you need to remember with import and export, import is it wants to put items into the system. Export, it takes items out of the system. So yep, so all we need for an import bus is a sticky piston, an annihilation core, and there we go. Now remember when we were looking for everything a while ago? Now all we need to do is just type in cable and look at that. That pops up. Go like that. We can pull, oh actually we need, you want to know what we need? We need some string. Because we want covered in smart cables. So we go like that. Then we go cable. Just clear that out like that. Put those like that, go like that. And we just made 64. Then we just grab ourselves some redstone, glowstone, put those right there, and we now have smart cable. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and clear all this stuff out of here because we no longer need these crafting stations. Ah, there we go. We'll make some more there. Now these here are acceleration cards. In order to make acceleration cards, it just takes calculation processors, iron ingots, some diamonds, and it makes two for each one. The reason why we're making acceleration cards is I'll show you guys here in just a few minutes because it speeds things up tremendously when we're making things. So yeah, like I say, we're just going to clear this stuff out, put it right. In fact, all this whole area here is going to be totally different when we get done with it. So we just go put all this stuff in. Ah, that cable, nope, there we go. There's our smart cable. There's our import bus. So we just go ahead and put that like that. We slap that on like that. Now if we need a cardboard box. Let's see here. And that there's just 4 pieces of sawdust, which we'll just go over to our nice little spot that we got our sawdust kept because in case we need to make wood. And we just go like that. Put that on. Now if you just click like that, break it, come over here, set it down, then let's see here. I think we need to move our torches out of the hand because we ran into this one before. There we go. And if we watch, put that up. Now you see how it's slowly taking things out? If we go ahead and put those speed upgrades in like I talked about, watch this now. See, it's done already. So yeah, so all we got to do is then just break the chest, come over here, grab another one, and we're moving all this stuff into our system. So if you guys give me just a few minutes, we'll be back and we'll get this taken care of. So talk to you guys in a few. Okay, everyone, we're back. And as you can tell, I've got all those ugly chests out of here. I'll work on this off camera, getting all this moved. We're going to get the water source moved. We're going to get all this moved, and we're going to clear out up here. We may even move the apple trees. But we're going to go ahead and just show you guys a couple more things. Down here, where we got these crafters, we're going to want to be able to use these. Oh, you stupid Enderman. Yeah, I can't get rid of the regular Enderman because otherwise they won't spawn in our spawning chamber, but that's okay. We can deal with a few because they definitely aren't as bad. See, so these here are the ME interfaces, and with these here we'll be able to tell these here what to make once we make a crafting table or a pattern crafter. So we're gonna go like that. See, this one here will actually work for both of these, but yeah, we're gonna move this like this. We're gonna go like that, and then we'll just take our cable and go one. We gotta go 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, cable's only good for 8. So actually we want to go, because we only want one connection, because otherwise it gets confused. So we go, whoops, actually we should, yeah, because getting this one here to work is going to be a little hard. But that's okay. We'll get it worked out. As you can tell, it's leg spike. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's just gonna take a minute for all these to get caught up. And once they get caught up, then we'll be able to hook these other ones up, like this one here. 6, 4, 3. There we go. So yeah, so what we're going to actually have to do is craft some cable anchors, which we'll go grab some of those. They're real easy to make because we don't want the cables touching, because otherwise they get confused and stuff like that. So all we need to make is just some cable anchors. Which we need to make another quartz cutting knife, which is just 2 sticks, piece of iron, and some Certus quartz. Then we need a piece of iron. Just drop a piece there, and we're going to go ahead and change to sort by number of items. Then we just put this right there, like that. We'll make ourselves a few. Now with the cable anchors, what that does is that enables us to place, I did have another crafting table just for stuff like this. crafting terminal, I mean, just so that way there, we're going to have one on each floor. So that way there, if we're working on this floor here, we don't have to go around. So just put that. There we go. And as you can see, we can see everything that we need. So now all we need to do is just put that like that. Put these here so they don't touch. And then we could just go hook these up. And bingo, there we go. Now this here will, once it links up, see they're already linking up. See these acceleration cards, so you see how fast that goes? We'll grab some silicone and I'll show you guys. Whoops. Oh, we don't have any silicone in the system. That's okay. We have some upstairs. So that's going to be some of the stuff that we're going to get storage going for. It's like the silicone. See, I've been working on getting us some. We're just going to put it in the system for now. So that way there we just got a few. But we come down here and we toss the silicone in. See, it gets sucked right up and into the system. And then if we type silicone, printed silicone, we got 60 of them. There we go. And that's working like a champ. Yeah, it'll be so nice. We don't have to run around anymore. And now, next thing we're going to want to craft is we want to make a pattern table. Pattern terminal. And all it is a crafting terminal with an engineering processor. So we went through that. We just go back, we go terminal, we craft one of those, craft a crafting terminal. I'm not sure if one of these will work. Nope, they won't. So we'll have to make one of those, which isn't too bad. We'll just put a few in there. Now we've got our crafting terminal. Then bingo. Now all we're going to have to make is some patterns. Which the patterns aren't too bad to make. See, just some glowstone, some iron, and the quartz glass. We'll just... I meant to shift click 64 of them, but that's okay. We'll make a pattern for those here in a minute. So we just put the pattern here. Now there's two types of crafting. Right now there'd be regular table crafting and pattern crafting or processing crafting. We want processing. So what we want to do is we want processors and we want printed. So what we want to do is we want a printed silicon, which we'll type in, we'll take one silicon equals one printed silicon. So we just go we just put a bunch of silicon in the system, didn't we? I had this problem a while ago with stuff disappearing into the AE2 system, but it wasn't showing up. Let me try one thing. Gonna go like that. Then we're gonna go. We need a drawer. And I'm gonna come over here, come up, grab ourselves some silicon again. There we go. Drop that right there. Yeah, we'll put it right here. Ugh, I hate when that happens. But we gotta. There we go. We gotta hatch it. Let me grab the key, which is right there. There we go. Then we'll just go ahead and put our silicone in there. And we'll see if that works. There we go. That works like that. And we'll come over here and see if we see our silicone. There we go. Now we'll go grab some more and put it in the system and see if we still see it or if we still have a problem. If we still have a problem, then I'm gonna have to look into it and we'll come back. But I hope we don't, because I hate troubleshooting things when I'm trying to show you guys what we're doing here. So there we go. So we just come right down here. Okay, there we go. Now it's storing, so not a problem. So all we do here is we put one silicone there equals one printed silicone, and we go like that. Now we got that card, and we know that the first one here is for silicone. So we just put that right like that, and there we go. So then the next one is the logic. Yeah, printed calculation circuit. So we go pure. Uh-oh. So we just go just the same thing. We drop one of those in like that. Drop one of those in like that. Then we drop that down. And we're going to go ahead and keep these with us because I'll show you guys why in just a second. Then we just come right over here. We know this one here is the calculation. So we put that one right there. Come over here, go logic, which we know is that. We know it takes a gold, so we clear that out. We go like that, like that. Whoops. You'd almost think I never typed before, would you? And then the last one is the engineering, which we got a few of those. I almost forgot that we need the completed ones too. There we go, and I'll show you guys why in just a second. There we go. So we take a diamond, drop our diamond. So we clear this, we go diamond equals this. And that's why I kind of keep them in order. So that way there I know where everyone goes. Now you guys are probably wondering why I kept one of each one out, right? Well, that's for the final spot. So what we do is we put our silicone in, our printed silicone, redstone, and this, and it equals the finished product. So we get rid of that, we put that right like that, put that right like that, and we've got that one. So we get rid of those two, like that, like that. And as you can see, we've got those, and those go on the top one up here. Now, say we want to craft ourselves up some circuits. We just type, or processors. Whoops. Let's go ahead and craft 10 of them. See, it'll, oh, this is going to have to be for the next episode, because I screwed up. We need co-crafting processors and all that stuff. Oh man, I sure stepped in it this time. But as you can see, we got our AE2 system working. We got some symbionts of automatic crafting. And in fact, we will have automatic crafting in tomorrow's episode. We'll finish setting it up. But you want to know what, guys? I think we're done here. So we're going to go ahead and finish everything up. And do you want to know what? We're going to say, everyone go out, have some fun. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And bye-bye now.